Hello everybody, Gakonga, your coach and the pioneer of Vision Total Football Kenya. Today, I want to start our talk by talking about a Twitter that was tweeted by WAZITO president, and he said that football revolution in Kenya is imminent. I am so glad that finally people are starting to see the way we have been seeing things as Vision Total Football Kenya group. We have always said that the football revolution in Kenya is the tsunami that is going to finish all the rot and put things straight. Now, so many Kenyans are listening to us, so many Kenyans are understanding what we are talking about. And I also want to thank all the Kenyans who have been watching what we have been talking about. And I want to say that I'm so glad that our last video has been watched by 18,000 people. That is how many people have watched our last video. And this is because we talk the truth. We point to the right direction. And now let us get to another topic. I want to talk about All Stars. All Stars, it is a team that was made in Kenya, and it was a betting company project. It was Sport Pesa project to nurture a team that will take us to the World Cup 2022. In 2017, I spoke about it. I condemned the federation then by having projects that are pioneered by betting companies. And I asked the federation one question: what would happen if Sport Pesa exited Kenya, and what would happen to All Stars team that was a betting company project? Now, tell me I'm not right. Sport Kenya exited the country, and that All Stars project is dead as it can die. Now, this now takes us to another point where I said that the issue of OBE van, I want to know who made that decision. I want to know the football president, Mr. Nick Mwendwa, he made that decision together with who? With all the NEC members. Who are these NEC members? They are Team Blue, they are yes men. So Kenyans, we are losing money. We are being led to the gallows by a one team led by one godfather, Nick Mwendwa. And this is clear because, as you know, I want to talk again about the delegates meeting that was held in Mombasa in November 2017. And that is the delegate that approved the current FKF constitution. Then I spoke about it. I said FKF constitution was wrong for Kenya, and there were so many things were wrong. I spoke about it in 2017. Yeah? Now think about this. That constitution was approved by 100%. Yeah? All the delegates who attended that meeting in Mombasa approved that constitution. Today, that constitution is eating all of us Kenyans. Ask yourself, how can something be approved by 100% delegate? This again tells a story, the same story I have been talking about, that the people who attend this delegates meeting are Team Blue. It is Team Blue all the way, from the president all the way to the sub-county. When they attend this delegates meeting, they approve anything without questioning, without assessing, and without knowing whether it is good or not. But one day this is going to eat them. And I will start by what I said. I want to know who approved the OBE van. We want to know how many people were in that meeting that said that OBE van was a good idea for Kenya. OBE van is what Kenya needed, and Kenya needed to spend 125 million Kenya shilling to buy OBE van. That day is coming to haunt those people who signed that deal. Now, we don't know whether that deal was right, whether that deal was true, or again, it was a cartel linked to groups in London. Because I can tell you now, there are so many people who are involved when there is money to be eaten. Now, I want to talk about Sebastian Mine. Sebastian Mine was brought to Kenya. He was paraded on TVs. We were told he's the best coach Kenya could ever have. And we know after AFCON, we were told by FKF the same thing, and they said this coach is here to stay. He's here to make Kenya go to the World Cup 2022 and Africa Cup of Nations 2021. That was in July 2019. In August 2019, some mistake had been found somewhere and Sebastian Mine was shown the door. The same question I questioned when Okumbi was brought in and Bobby Williamson was sacked. I said it had nothing to do with our Kenyan football. And we were told that it is because Bobby Williamson was earning a lot of money and FKF needed to employ a Kenyan coach who will earn little money. This is not true, because few months after we saw Paul Put being brought in. Few months after we saw Sebastian Mine being brought in. So it was not the issue of that a Kenyan coach need to be paid less and Bobby Williamson was earning a lot of money. The answer here is that FKF will only work with the people who are willing to be yes men. Even the foreign coaches, if you are not willing to be a yes man, you will not work with FKF. Now, I want to ask this. What is the role of Nick Mwendwa as the football president? This is critical. This must be defined properly, because all the things that the football president has been doing are not his role. I want to advise you, Kenyans, the role and the work of the football president in a country is one and one only: to chair the meeting of the decision-making organ. So right now, Nick Mwendwa should only be chairing the NEC meeting. Beyond that is not his role. Beyond that is not anything Kenyans should be paying for. Those are his hobbies, whatever else he's been doing. Going to AFCON, going to Egypt to see the team training, going to the airport to receive starlet, signing deals for leagues in Kenya. These are not the role of the football president. This falls under the category of ambassadorial role. He's doing it because he enjoys doing it, but it should not be part of his duty. Wakenya wenzangu, we need to be serious. We need to know the destiny of our football. And I can tell you this for a fact, that the role of a football president is only one: to chair the meeting of the decision-making organ. But now, in the case of Kenya, we have a decision-making organ that cannot make decisions. Now, I want to thank the Homeboys chairman, Cleophas Shimanyula. This chairman is a chairman and a half. This is the kind of people Kenyans you want in our Kenyan football. And I also want to talk about the WAZITO president. These are the kind of people you need in Kenyan football. They talk true, they don't care, they don't fear. They say what our football Kenyan need. Because even as late as yesterday, I know that the Homeboys chairman, Cleophas Shimanyula, questioned this betting company deal that was signed by FKF on behalf of Kenyan Premier League. And he said, how comes the betting company representatives were not there when it was being announced? And this is true. Why are the deals being done in the boardrooms and then they are announced in the morning around 10 o'clock? Even you look the previous deals, most of them have always been announced 10 o'clock. What is it to do with 10 o'clock? We are told on the media like last night, and then at 10 o'clock is when the deals is finally announced. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. The boardroom meeting we are never told about. We are only told when the deal is going to be announced, which is around 10 o'clock. Wakenya wenzangu, this company, the Bet King company, it was formed in 2018, just 2 years ago. And within that time, it is capable of sponsoring the entire Kenyan Premier League. Yeah? We need to ask ourselves, why are we this cheap? Why are we this cheap? Now, I want to say this. FKF has already conducted 2 elections that has been cancelled by Judge Ohaga. Why? There were irregularities in those elections. The election process was not correct. And this is because FKF and the president of FKF makes decisions overnight and goes ahead. So many decisions are wrong. But why are all these decisions being made by one person? Because of the system of our Kenyan football. Because of the system of our football governing body. So when I say that it is the system that we need to change if we want to change in our Kenyan football. I am absolutely correct. I am 150% right that for our Kenyan football to change, we must start by a football evolution. We must change the system. We must change the football governing body. And that football governing body I'm talking about would have the correct method, the correct system to govern Kenyan football. And Kenyan Premier League would not be part of that. Kenyan Premier League would run itself, would manage itself, would negotiate its own deal. This idea of the Kenya Premier League now being part of FKF, my God, could we have ever made a wrong decision? This decision is wrong. I give you 1 year alone and everything is going to die. 1 year alone and you are going to see the KPL clubs splitting in decision making and fighting. We are soon going to witness a battle royale. And the other thing is this: the FKF office bearers, their term of office has finished. But there is a one small article, kipengele kimoja katika constitution ya FKF that says the president shall remain in office until the next president is elected. So that article is what is keeping Nick Mwendwa right now hanging around the federation. But he's not supposed to be making deals and mega changes within the federation because his term of office is ended. What he's supposed to do is to just hang around, oversight things and see things are going correct within the secretariat, not within the governance. Because the governance and the decision-making organ, the people who forms that decision-making organ, which is NEC, their term of office expired already and they should be home. Therefore, the way we are being told that this KPL sponsorship deal, yeah, that it was done in the presence of NEC member, I want to say it is unconstitutional, and this deal KPL signed, or this deal that was signed by Nick Mwendwa on behalf of FKF is unconstitutional. That means it should not have happened. It is illegal. And if any of the KPL clubs want to challenge this in court, they will win. Because these kind of decisions cannot be made this quick and be agreed. They are supposed to be a process. There are supposed to be a voting process as well, whether this is democracy, whether the KPL clubs agree to be taken over or not, whether they agree to take on this sponsor or not. But this is not happening. Kenyan football has become Nick Mwendwa. Harambee Stars has become Nick Mwendwa. Starlet has become Nick Mwendwa. Kenyan football has become FKF. Kenyan football is bigger than anybody and is bigger than FKF. Wakenya wezangu, sisi ni wajinga, because I keep pointing things to the right direction, but you still have so many of KPL chairman frog marched to the gallows, frog marched to the butcher. They are going to be butchered and they are frog marching there singing, hey, new money, new money. What is new money? I want to tell them this. We were here just a few weeks ago. The government gave them 5 million Kenya shilling, I think. 50, sorry, I'm not clear about this figure. I think it's 50 million Kenya shilling or 5, whatever, that's not important. Now, FIFA also gave COVID money, 100 million Kenya shilling. If this money has not changed, the players in KPL, the clubs in KPL, there is nothing that is going to come from a betting company that is going to change KPL. What KPL need to do is not new. It's what I keep saying. They must add themselves value. They must build a fan base. They must work out how one day they'll have their own. They will have their own home grounds. Yeah, where when they're playing at home, the stadiums will be full. If this is impossible, if this is not within their blueprint, I'm telling you, Kenyan football is dying. And even now, with this sponsorship deal, I said it is not going to get up to 5 years. Kenyan football is about to die, Wakenya wezangu. Therefore, for me, we must sort the system. We must sort the decision-making body. The way decisions are being made in Kenyan football, it is wrong. And only a revolution will sweep all these shenanigans. I leave you in peace. I'm gone.